Welcome to Learning with UNP. In this session of Python for Data Science, we are going to understand about dictionary operations. That includes understanding about accessing items using get and items methods, accessing keys and values, check if keys exist, changing values, and finally understanding about adding items. Let's begin with understanding about dictionary operations. In Python, dictionaries are versatile data structures that come with a range of methods for accessing, modifying, and inspecting their contents. These methods give programmers the flexibility to efficiently manage data stored as key value pairs. First comes accessing items using get method. The get method in Python dictionaries is a robust way that allows for safe retrieval of values associated with specified keys. It takes a key as its argument and returns the corresponding value if the key exists in the dictionary. If the key is not found, it returns a default value, which is none by default, or a specified default value if provided as the second argument to the get method. This method is useful for preventing errors when attempting to access keys that may not exist in the dictionary. Here is the syntax of it. This line retrieves the value associated with key in myDict, returning none if the key is not present. Let's look at the pseudocode representation of it. Step 1. Initialize a dictionary variable myDict means create a dictionary named myDict to store key value pairs. Step 2. Determine the key to access means decide which key you want to look up in the dictionary. Step 3. Use the get method to retrieve the value associated with the key means use the get method on myDict with the chosen key to fetch the value. Step 4. Assign the value to a variable value means assign the value obtained from get method to a variable called value. This example demonstrates how to use a Python dictionary to store key value pairs and retrieve a specific value using the get method. In this example, we start by creating a dictionary called myDict that contains three key value pairs. We then use the get method on myDict with the key age to retrieve the corresponding value, which is 30. This value is assigned to the variable age. Finally, we print the value of age using the print statement. Let's execute this and check. As discussed, here is the output. Second comes accessing items using items method. The items method returns a view object that displays a list of tuple pairs where each tuple consists of a key value pair from the dictionary. This view object provides a dynamic representation of the dictionary's contents, allowing for easy and straightforward iteration and access to both keys and values simultaneously. Here is the syntax of it. This line creates a view object named items containing key value pairs from the dictionary myDict, facilitating easy iteration and simultaneous access to both keys and values. Let's look at the pseudocode representation of it. Step 1. Initialize a dictionary variable myDict means begin by creating a dictionary called myDict to hold key value pairs. Step 2. Call the items method to retrieve a view object containing key value pairs means utilize the items method on myDict to obtain a view object containing tuples representing each key value pair. Step 3. Assign the view object to a variable items means store this view object in a variable named items for further manipulation and access to the dictionary's contents. This example demonstrates how to use items method in Python dictionaries to retrieve a view object containing key value pairs. In this example, we have a dictionary named myDict containing information about a person, their name, age, and city. By calling the items method on myDict, we obtain a view object named items which represents the key value pairs in the dictionary as tuples. Finally, we print the output using print statement. Let's execute this and check. As discussed, here is the output. Third comes accessing keys. You can access the keys of dictionary using the keys method. This method returns a view object that displays a list of all keys in the dictionary. This view object provides a convenient way to access and iterate over the keys of the dictionary, enabling operations that depend only on key information. Here is the syntax of it. This line retrieves a view object containing all the keys from the dictionary MyDect, enabling convenient access and iteration over the keys for operations relying only on key information. Let's look at the pseudocode representation of it. Step 1. Initialize a dictionary variable MyDect means start by creating a dictionary named MyDect to hold key value pairs. Step 2. Call the keys method to retrieve a view object containing the keys. Means use the keys method on MyDect to obtain a view object containing all the keys from the dictionary. Step 3. Assign the view object to a variable keys means store this view object in a variable named keys for easy access and iteration over the keys in subsequent operations. This example illustrates how to use the keys method to retrieve a view object containing all the keys from the dictionary. In this example, we have a dictionary called MyDict containing information about a person, their name, age, and city. By calling the keys method on MyDect, we retrieve a view object named keys representing all the keys in the dictionary. Finally, we print the keys using the print statement. Let's execute this and check. As discussed, here is the output. Fourth comes accessing values. The values method in Python dictionaries provides access to the values stored in the dictionary. This method returns a view object that displays a list of all values in the dictionary. This view object allows for easy access to the values stored in the dictionary, facilitating operations that involve manipulation or analysis of the stored data. Here is the syntax of it. This line retrieves a view object containing all the values from the dictionary MyDict, enabling easy access and manipulation of the data stored in the dictionary without directly accessing its keys. Let's look at the pseudocode representation of it. Step 1. Initialize a dictionary variable MyDict means create a dictionary named MyDict to store key value pairs. Step 2. Call the values method to retrieve a view object containing the values means use the values method on MyDict to get a view object containing all the values from the dictionary. Step 3. Assign the view object to a variable values means store this view object in a variable called values for easy access and manipulation of the dictionary's values. This example here demonstrates how to use values method to retrieve all the values from a dictionary. In this example, we create a dictionary named MyDict containing information about a person, their name, age, and city. By calling the values method on MyDict, we obtain a view object named values which contains all the values from the dictionary. Finally, we print the output using the print statement. Let's execute this and check. As discussed, here is the output. Fifth comes checking if key exists. The in or is not keywords are commonly used to check if a key exists in a dictionary. It returns true if the specified key exists in the dictionary and false otherwise. This method enables conditional logic based on the presence or absence of specific keys in the dictionary. Here is the syntax of it. The first expression assigns true to key exists if the specified key is present in MyDict and false otherwise. The second expression assigns true to the value if the key exists in MyDict and its value is not none and false otherwise. Let's look at the pseudocode representation of it. Step 1. Initialize a dictionary variable MyDict means create a dictionary called MyDict to store key value pairs. Step 2. Determine the key to check means decide which key you want to check for in the dictionary. Step 3. Use the in keyword or is not method to check if the key exists means use the in keyword to see if the key is in MyDict or is not none with the get method to check if the key exists and has a value. Step 4. Perform actions based on the result means based on whether the key exists, execute the appropriate actions. The three examples here illustrates how to determine whether certain keys are in a dictionary or not and also handle the presence or absence of these keys accordingly. In this example, we have a dictionary called MyDict that stores a person's name, age, and city. This code checks if the key name exists in the dictionary using this line and assigns the result to the variable name exists, which will be true since name is a key in the dictionary. It then prints name exists. Similarly, this line checks if the key country exists or not and assigns the result to the variable country exists, which will be printed using the print statement. This example over here demonstrates how to check if a specific key exists in a dictionary using the in keyword. It checks if the key age is present in the dictionary mydict and assign the result to the variable age exists. However, there is a mistake in this code. It should print age exists instead of age. This example mentioned here demonstrates how to use the in keyword to conditionally execute code based on the presence of a specific key in the dictionary. This example checks if the key interest is present in the dictionary mydict. If the key exists, it prints interest exists in the dictionary. If the key does not exist, it prints interest does not exist in the dictionary. Let's execute all these examples and check. As discussed, here are the outputs. Sixth comes changing values. In Python, you can modify the values in a dictionary by assigning a new value to an existing key. Values in a dictionary can be changed by directly assigning a new value to the corresponding key. If the key exists in the dictionary, its associated value is updated to the new value. If the key does not exist, a new key value pair is added to the dictionary with the specified key and value. Here is the syntax of it. This line sets the value associated with key in mydict to new value, updating an existing key or adding a new key value pair if the key does not exist. Let's look at the pseudocode representation of it. Step 1. Initialize a dictionary variable mydict means create a dictionary named mydict to store key value pairs. Step 2. Determine the key to update means choose which key in the dictionary you want to update. Step 3. Assign a new value to the key means assign a new value to this key in the dictionary, updating its value if the key exists or adding a new key value pair if the key is not already present. This example demonstrates how to modify the value of an existing key in the dictionary by directly assigning a new value. In this example, we start with a dictionary called mydict containing a person's name, age, and city. We then update the value associated with the key age to 32. Finally, we print the updated dictionary, which now reflects the change in the age using print statement. Let's execute this and check. As discussed, the updated values are given. Seventh comes adding items. To add items to a dictionary, a new key value pair can be assigned directly using the square bracket notation. If the key already exists in the dictionary, its associated value is updated to the new value. If the key does not exist, a new key value pair is added to the dictionary. Here is the syntax of it. This line adds a new key value pair to mydict or updates the value of new key if it already exists in the dictionary. Let's look at the pseudocode representation of it. Step 1. Initialize a dictionary variable mydict means start by creating a dictionary called mydict. Step 2. Determine the new key value pair to add means decide on the key and the value you want to add to this dictionary. Step 3. Assign the new value to the new key means add this key to mydict and set its value to the one you determined. Finally, here is an example demonstrating how to add a new key value pair to a dictionary in Python. First, a dictionary named mydict is created with initial key value pairs for name, age, and city. Then, a new key, job, is added to the dictionary with the value data scientist. Finally, the updated dictionary is printed showing all the key value pairs including the newly added one. Let's execute this and check. As discussed, here is the output. This is all about today's lecture. See you in the next lecture. Thank you.